Доброго всем вечерочка. Как ваше ничего, ребятки? Мара, привет, братиш. Рад видеть. Привет, привет, как ты? Как сам? Как жизнь? Ё-моё. Рубенчик. Привет, братиш. Ты как? Я? Да пиздец, блядь, сегодня полдня в универе просидел. Ну чё, ты там скоро? Из метро-то выйдешь. Да я ебался с этим, с разработкой газа и с английским. Сейчас всю неделю с ними трахаться. Жестко. Юбики будут сегодня в 23:00. Я говорил. Ubisoft сегодня в 23:00. Сейчас будем смотреть ПК Гейминг Шоу. Сейчас конференция перед ними, ПК Гейминг. Там показывают обычно эти какие-нибудь... Бывает пара интересных проектов, но могут там какую-нибудь стратегию показать, могут еще что-то. Не, 8 ПК Гейминг Шоу. Обломонь. Да, почему бы и нет? Можно глянуть, что там интересного. Или ты только ради каких-то единичных проектов хочешь посмотреть? Ну, Ubisoft ясен хуй, что будет. У них будет этот, как его, снова смотрящие собаки. Непонятно куда, Легион. Про события развернутся в Великобритании, в которой мы будем управлять какой-то героиней, потом там можно будет управлять какими-то еще этими NPC и так далее. Ну, короче, такая вот поебота. Скорее всего, я не знаю, может покажет, а может и нет, их вот эту игру про пиратов. Ясно. Ассасин новый может быть, но а может быть и нет. Не факт. Скорее всего, покажут Beyond Good and Evil. Вот эту их космическую игру, которую они все толкают. 100% покажут новый Том Клэнси, который, по-моему, Breakout называется, новая часть. Я не помню, как она точно называется, ее когда анонсировали тут недавно. Будем ждать инфы. От Ubisoft, да, в принципе, ничего. Я просто хочу посмотреть, что у них там будет. Галимую. Да, не скажи, там про викингов. Надеюсь, они, блядь, снова эту РПГ составляющую не впихнут, эту ебаную. Боже мой. Или хотя бы что-то с ней сделают, я не знаю, потому что, ну, это пипец какой-то, это жуть. Там просто охуеть. Ну, я надеюсь, они хоть что-то с ней сделают после Одиссеи, потому что в Одиссее это просто жесть. Ты понимаешь, тебя мужик в тряпках стоит, херачит каким-то небольшим ножичком, но он тебя на 2 уровня выше. По нему вообще урон не проходит. Ты с гигантской секирой в тяжеленных доспехах, он тебя ножичком тыкает, в 2 тыка тебя убивает, а ты гигантской секирой мужику в тряпках вообще ничего сделать не можешь. Ну, что это за хуйня? Ну, скажи мне. Да! Че скучать? Вон у меня стоит на полке 3-й, 4-й. Ну, это на одну только плойку. Я уж не говорю, что у меня тут в этом, в Стиме на этот, Они хотели что-то новое вдохнуть в серию, скажем так. Какие-то новые механики, новые это. И, видимо, людям понравилось. Это внедрили на постоянку, и все. И вот, как ужуйте говно, как говорится. Раз единицам понравилось, значит и вам понравится. Пора, кстати, подрубать.
Like, what do you... No. Two-part experience where they're kind of going to split it into two, which I imagine it still means they have a lot to do on the game, but this would allow people to start to experience. And there's some very definitive, like, you could call this the halfway point of Final Fantasy VII. So...
Как я обожал 4-ю часть, потому что, на мой взгляд, на самом деле 4-я часть лучше всех абсолютно. Самый лучший ассасин это 4-й, вот это факт для меня. Не знаю, сколько людей, столько и мнений, но для меня 4-й ассасин самый лучший. Когда можно было ворваться на корабль и просто, блядь, всех порезать. Еще раз говорю, сколько людей, столько и мнений. 4-й для меня самый лучший. Я обожаю пиратскую тематику, и история там шикарная. О, Dan. Hey, my friend. How's going? How is it going, my mate? What did you do today? How was your day? How was your day? 4-й вообще не про ассасинов игра. Ну и что? А Синдикат про ассасинов, а этот... Одиссея про ассасинов, а, блядь, этот... а Origins про ассасинов.
I did one of those things to qualify. What's that? There's an Avengers thing. Yes, that was the other big thing to talk about, the Avengers project, which I don't think we've actually seen.
Ну, значит, все, значит, уже и новые ассасины тоже, они... Можешь считать, что уже все, пока-пока. Не, ну, все, там от этого... Очень отдалилось все это дело. От истории ассасинов. Какое там? Ты что? Там какие-то тёлки. Фемки. So I was gone today. I went to a drift event. I have been watching YouTube today. How was yours? I spent half of my day at university, so after that I came home, have some lunch, and after that slept for 3 or 4 hours, I think. I've planned to begin stream maybe for 1 hour or 2 hours later and play some games. But now,
to tie everything together, but that would be my hope.
but I've
just experienced with Endgame, you know, this huge
I overslept it.
years and years of film and story.
That's right. Синдикат не играл. Origins Odyssey рассказывает историю, как кредо формировалась.
So I mean, there's certainly a lot of possibilities as well from Square Enix. You know, and really quickly, as we're getting ready to count down into the PC gaming show, Ubisoft. Any thoughts? You know, I saw little Seahawk today. Was like,
there better
what are you
be a dance
excited
number.
for?
I was gonna say, somebody better dance.
Just dance, just dance. So I'm sure you're gonna get your dance number. I'm sure little Seahawk's gonna get a Just Dance new game. But people have been saying, hey, how about a new Splinter Cell? They said, hey, Beyond Good and Evil 2 is probably not going to be at the show. So,
Dude, I said yesterday until maybe 5 a.m. So I went to sleep when the sun already rised, I think. Sorry for my grammar. That's all because E3 I've streamed it. Женечка! Любовь, суки! Любовь! Женечка, привет! Привет, привет, как твои дела? Как сегодня? Снова весь день на работе или все сегодня хорошо?
Before we jump into the PC gaming show, want to remind you that you know, feel free to check out some of the other co-streamers who are sharing.
Почему переехал? С чего ты взял? Все меня спрашивают. Я переехал в другой угол комнаты. Уже месяца 2 или 3 назад, наверное. Раньше сзади меня было окно. Теперь я сижу в другом углу комнаты, то есть окна справа от меня теперь. Теперь появилось пространство, чтобы его заполнить. На штору хер повесишь плакат. And Frankie Ward going to be teaming up with PC Gaming and of course all the great developers to bring you so much more here for E3. Love you, Frankie. This is the PC Gaming Show. Да и светить вид из окна не особо хочется, чтобы на него ставить эти шлемы. Во, первый геймплей Vampire Masquerade. Это говно какое-то. Террария. Во. Warframe, Baldur's Gate 3, Shenmue 3, the reveal of Unexplored 2, Elijo, Age of Wonders, Planetfall, and more. And now your PC gaming show hosts, Day 9 and Frankie Ward.
Good morning. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the PC Gaming Show. Yeah, yes. We're so happy you're here today. We have a great show for you lined up. We got 30 games.
Но у них морнинг.
30. Some of them will be updates to existing franchises and titles. Others
плюс 7 часов Не, даже какие
first
7.
looks. Y'all ready?
Плюс 9 часов, это
Well, I first
получается...
wanna thank our sponsors for
Не,
helping
вряд ли
make
5
this event
утра.
possible. Without their support, this event would not happen each year. So thank you so much. Thanks to you for coming out. It's 10 a.m. in Los Angeles. Happy Monday, everyone.
10 a.m.
Hello to all of you up in the balcony.
14 часов. Но это Лос-Анджелес. 14 часов. А, минус? А, лол. Да, логично. Значит, минус 10, минус 10 часов.
Hello. Oh, thank you very much. Thank you, Sean. Hello, everyone. Now, for you guys at home, for the first time, whatever platform you're watching on, we are going to be pulling your clever comments. Just remember that. I said clever comments from Twitch, Twitter, YouTube, and Facebook throughout the show, and making you famous on the internet, on the screen. We're going to be sharing them live. And one of the things we're especially looking for...
Будем брать какие-то умные комментарии на Твиче и пытаться сделать вас, делать вас популярными. Я только проснулся.
The PC Gaming Show with our very first title from UK developer Rebellion. Several years ago, they announced that they were working on the follow-up.
Dude, it's not Epic Games show. It's PC Gaming. So there is a lot of games which are not connected with Epic Games.
Menacingly. Here is the world exclusive reveal for Evil Genius 2 World Domination.
Сейчас, скорее всего, этот Vampire Masquerade покажет. Нихуя, говно какое-то. Бля, опять какие-то базы строить. Секретные базы. Yeah, it's powered. It was made one of, I think one of the main sponsors are the Epic Store, Epic Games. Да, я так и понял. Это, скорее всего, строишь свою собственную злодейскую базу, а потом делаешь ее так, чтобы ее не ограбили. Ну или типа того. За Доктора Зло, короче, играешь. Юбилион. Что-то знакомая компания, которая игровая. А, создатели Bloodlines. Что значит для вас снова наконец работать над сиквелом?
Let's take a look at whether you are going to meet them, because we are going to take a look at the world's first gameplay footage.
Сейчас посмотрим на первый в мире, ну, геймплей. Vampire Masquerade. Yeah.
I guess I have to be the one to tell you.
It's just a cartoon, so
You're dead.
don't take it so seriously. So serious. Let's watch some Vampire Masquerade.
But truth is, most of you types won't even make it a whole year. We have one rule. You don't break the masquerade.
У нас только одно правило: не ломать маскарад. Ну, то есть прикрытие. Подчини ночь.
Over scraps here. Welcome to the first day of the rest of your death. Having fun yet?
Бля, это геймплей, что ли? первом квартале 2020-го.
Guys, what does it mean to be a vampire in this world?
Что значит быть вампиром в этом мире? Это темный вариант нашего мира. И вампиры сохраняют свое присутствие под секретом. Короче, они сидят... Они манипулируют миром из тени. Нашим миром. Почему?
Vampires can kind of see the emotional resonance of human beings, like fear or desire, and then they can feed on those people to like feel the same things as human beings do, to feel more kind of alive, and that can give you like extra boosts in the game.
And there were some really interesting characters in that trailer as well. What kind of relationships are we going to be forming with them as the player?
Well, very fragile, very volatile relationships, very mature relationships, so it's going to be a fun time.
And one thing that was really intriguing to
Что-то
me
про
when I
отношения
learned about
говорит.
this game is you don't just get bitten and turn into Nosferatu, Dracula, or Brad Pitt. And to be honest, I think you should maybe put Brad Pitt into the game, because then I'm definitely playing it. You actually have to adjust to your environment to becoming a vampire, Tara.
That's right. So essentially, in the game, when you were made as a vampire, sort of very young vampire, a lot of other vampires are made at the same time.
That's it.
Called the Mass Embrace. And that
From
means
the
that,
Power Armor Edition.
They're having a less lucky time than you in the world. You're having a relatively good time compared to them because they don't know what they're doing. They're going through vampire puberty on their own, and you know, you might have a family, you might have
У тебя может быть семья, дети и жена. Но у тебя есть... Короче, вампиры могут иметь семьи. Yeah, I think so too.
15 years for this.
And I'm planning to buy a Doom Collector's Edition with its own helmet, with helmet of Doom guy. And I want to buy Cyberpunk 2077 Collector's Edition too. О, Джорджо, приветики. Привет, привет, братиш. Рад видеть.
Bloodlines2.com.
Thank you so much, Brian and Cara. Good luck. Give it up, guys. Now, have you ever wanted to play Dwarf Fortress in space? Starmancer is a space station.
Хотели бы вы когда-то поиграть в крепость дворфов в космосе?
Your task is to manage a colony capable of sustaining life, crafting components, controlling colonists, and sending out.
Ваша задача контролировать колонию, которая добывает компоненты, чтобы контролировать эту колонию. Короче, какая-то стратегия очередная. Хилхем, привет-привет, братиш. I really wish it was a good game. It had so much potential. I've never played Gears of War. Gears of War? I haven't said anything about Gears of War. I said that I want to buy Doom, Doom Eternal Collector's Edition and Cyberpunk. Not the Gears of War. Короче, можно свою Space Colony построить. Космическую колонию пиксельную и поддерживать ее жизнеспособность. Doom. You never played it? My first game I ever played in my life was the first Doom, first part of Doom. So that's cool. That was my first. Буду рад любой вашей поддержке. Я говорю, да, прикольно выглядит, реально. Вот она... Я как огромный любитель таких вещей, как какой-нибудь Prison Architect и так далее. RimWorld тоже обожаю. They Are Billions, вот эти вот таких игр, я, блядь, я в такую, я тоже обязательно поиграл. Я бы даже купил ее, наверное. Маракея? Чё Маракея? Любая ваша поддержка в этом, в приобретении этих коллекционок будет просто неоценима. Ну, оценимо, конечно, в денежном эквиваленте, но для меня в эмоциональном и духовном аспекте неоценимо. Ну а как это еще назвать? My first game was Call of Duty Black Ops. Tripwire. Это от создателей это создатели Killing Floor. Да ладно, это же Мортхау. Чё они его показывают? Он же уже вышел. А, нихуя. Здорово. Нет, это Chivalry 2.
Oh, talk to me about Chivalry 2, Steve.
Well, Chivalry 2 is about bringing players into their favorite medieval movie battle scenes. And our flagship game mode, Team Objective, does that by having players complete medieval objectives like sieging castles, raiding villages, and
yeah, you're not just going and standing in an area and then a bar fills up. You're, like you said, burning houses, killing peasants, you know.
Yeah.
Playing as peasants, getting killed.
It's really about letting the player experience every iconic moment of the era. And on top of that, we've this time around, increased the player count scale to about 2.5 times what the previous game was. 64 players. And on top of that increased scale, we've added horses, which really allows us to add a lot of drama to the game and bring experiences like the Battle of the Bastards from Game of Thrones.
Don't worry, we'll ignore the last season. Just Battle of the Bastards.
Yeah, me too, my friend.
All right, so I want to ask about the swordplay element to Chivalry 2. I mean, I know it's a really critical element.
Yeah, and this time around we've completely.
It's one of the games waiting so much.
In every sense.
Yeah.
We've attempted to completely revamp the combat, movement, and animation systems so that every swing, every action of the combat feels readable and fair, and also has the satisfaction of and the weight that you would expect when two medieval knights in full armor are clashing.
Yeah, and it's very, very fluid and much more accessible than the previous game, and it's. You know, the pace is so much quicker. It was what I really enjoy when I'm playing it.
Yeah, and I wanted to ask about the fluidity, because in a lot of melee combat games, you hit a button and there's like a full animation swing, and then you sort of reset. So it's kind of these discrete, chunky times. I understand that in Chivalry 2, the swordplay operates differently than that.
Yeah, we kind of think of it like when you're swimming, where you're kind of constantly using both arms at the same time. And a core part of our focus this time around is to make it so that players can fight multiple opponents at the same time.
Like 1-on-3, 1-on-4 situations?
Exactly.
Ничего особенного и важного.
Becoming the ultimate warrior fantasy and achieving glory on the battlefield.
Well, I mean, I do have to ask, I'm talking about swordplay and mastery, but the original Chivalries, I mean, it's kind of like
how you can slide down big
how do you
flags,
balance the mastery with the fun element?
Yeah, our goal has always been to make it so that players can take the game as seriously as they want to and also as silly as they want to.
Using your
probably
knife,
about half our
going
audience plays the game
in
drunk,
and slow.
and we love that.
At least half.
Yeah.
That's an important metric to track.
The game has a huge influence from Monty
That's
Python
cool.
as well.
That's
I mean,
looking
in the
good.
over-the-top voiceovers and the role-playing opportunities.
But
I mean, the
one
game
of the
is genuinely
main things
hilarious.
I
As an
think
example, you can beat a man with a chicken
are the
while
best
quoting Shakespeare.
in
Like
Dying
someone
Light 2
picking up
is
chickens with the physics
interacting
of
with the world
well,
that
excellent.
your
Well,
decisions
I have to ask,
are
when can people get their hands on Chivalry 2?
So Chivalry 2 is coming out.
making the whole story
And it's
in
coming
there.
first to the Epic Game Store.
Oh, look forward to checking it out in early 2020. Gentlemen, John Gibson and Steve Piggott with Chivalry 2. Thank you so much. We are
Life of the
started here
whole
at the PC
city
Gaming
is
Show.
in your
Let's take a look
hands
at what's coming
and
up next.
based on your decisions.
You're watching the PC Gaming Show. Coming up.
Нет, это уже это
Planet Zoo. From the creators of
неправда.
Darksiders, Remnant from the Ashes, Baldur's Gate 3, and more trailers, interviews, and gameplay footage.
Ну что, типа перерыв на рекламу? Лол, вы что, себе ебанули, что ли? Это реклама про рекламу. Не, это трейлер новый. Это новый трейлер. No, it's better than Fallout. It's much better than Fallout. No. It straightly depends on your decisions beneath of Fallout. Because Fallout is there is maybe a life of some fractions. It depends on your decisions. But here the life of the whole city or the whole world depends on your decisions.
We're listening to your reactions to the PC Gaming Show throughout the entire broadcast, no matter what platform you're watching and ranting on, so keep them coming. Our next game is a ghost-themed multiplayer hide-and-seek game inspired by a popular mod. Charge up your proton packs and get ready.
Какая-то hide-and-seek игра новая. World Exclusive. О, господи, они каждой игре дают такой название, ну, эту приставку. Да ладно, чё? Походу тут придется прятаться за привидений и прятаться от охотников за привидениями. Кто-то один за привидений и 4 за охотников. Лол.
Big surprise for you.
Лол, выглядит забавно. Прям с языка снял. Yeah, it's gonna be a lot better than Fallout. I was just saying, cause that's the one game I have played like that. Okay.
Director, programmer, designer, it's Sam Malone.
Thank you for having me.
Sam, please tell us
It
what
was
is going
released
on in there.
a new
What is
trailer
Midnight
of
Ghost Hunt all about?
this game. Was released yesterday
you can play
on.
either as ghosts or ghost hunters, like a 4v4 format.
I see.
The ghosts can hide inside average everyday objects around the haunted house. The goal is to look like harmless furniture.
Ну, как видишь, нет. Сейчас, допустим, в Думе будет новый режим, в котором будет 2 демона, за которые будут игроки играть против одного Думслеера, и кто победит. За 2 сильных демонов, каких ты сам выберешь, и этот и Думгай один. И вот будет такой PvP режим. 2 против 1.
Ghosts, basically. They can fight back if they like, but in general, they want to try to hide. But if there's a hunter kind of off by himself, he can quickly just hit him in the back of the head, knock him out real quick, and he has less hunters to deal with at that point.
I see. Well, what's the identity of the hunters? I mean, we've been seeing furniture flying all over the place. What are the hunters doing?
So the hunters, it kind of can be divided into 2 different segments. The first part of the game is kind of almost like a detective game because they're sort of trying to figure out where the ghosts are hiding because it's not really.
Это, короче, детективная игра, потому что тебе надо будет вычислить, где привидение прячется. С помощью разных инструментов надо будет найти, где это привидение прячется. Потому что это будет не так легко, как показано в трейлере. У тебя будет специальная пушка, которой тебе надо попытаться попасть в привидение, а потом собрать его с собой.
Gary's mod called Prop Hunt.
Right. So that's definitely a big inspiration, but the big twist for us is that the props fight back. You saw the furniture, they hurl themselves at you, they knock you out.
Короче, спрашивает, это же основано на моде для Гарризмода? Говорит, нет, типа он отличается тем, что тут можно будет сражаться с этими охотниками, кидая в них, с помощью этой мебели.
What's going on there? So Midnight, if even one ghost survives 4 minutes into the match, then you hear this ominous grandfather clock chime across the map. All the lights will actually flicker out. It'll get really dark and scary, and all of the ghosts that were destroyed actually return as vengeful spirits. They're a lot more powerful than before, and they glow a very brilliant red. So at this point, the tables have turned. The hunters are now the hunted, and they just need to try to work together to stay alive long enough for the evac.
Привет, братиш, привет. Уже никто не узнает. Привет.
Usually the ghosts win when it gets to midnight.
Are you talking about like 90% of the time?
Like 90, yeah, usually because the ghosts are so overpowered at midnight. The hunters are doing whatever they can to try to prevent midnight from occurring.
Привет, привет. Дядь, прости, его не заметил. Ребята, я сейчас отойду. Буквально минут на 10-15. Отойду минут на 10-15, оставлю вас на... Думаю, время быстрее закончится, чем мебель. Я сейчас вернусь. Не теряйте меня надолго, я минут через 5-10 вернусь точно. Давайте.
Next title, we got Frankie up in the balcony, and if I understand correctly, Frankie, this is a sequel.
You do understand correctly, Sean, yes. It's a big sequel to a small indie game. Unexplored 2 is a procedural adventure, a roguelike that challenges you to fight, to be clever, and to solve its mysteries. Explore a beautiful world, engage with its creatures, and befriend its people. Search for magic lakes and ancient statues until you die. And die again. This is Unexplored 2.
One of the biggest bang for your buck that you can get when building a new rig is investing in a new monitor. And here to talk about a groundbreaking new display is Samsung's Dean Del Cerro. Welcome, Dean.
Thanks, Sean.
What you got for us?
Today we're here to announce the new Samsung C27 RG5 Curve gaming monitor.
Well, let's take a look. Dean, we've seen the video, and I gotta start asking. Talk to me about some of those juicy features and specs.
So it's a 240 hertz curved gaming panel. We believe it's a world's first. So you have lag-free and tear-free performance. And we think that the curve, it's 1500 art radius, is going to be a very immersive experience that you wouldn't get from a traditional flat panel.
And I wanted to ask a little bit about some of the color specs.
Sure, it's a 3000:1 contrast ratio, so you get those deeper blacks, brighter whites, and hopefully you'll see your enemies first before they see you in the dark scenes.
Yeah, and I understand it also has G-Sync. I saw that flash up on the screen as well.
First G-Sync compatible monitor, so we're super excited about that.
Well, since this is the PC gaming show and we're showing off a huge variety of games here, what are the types of games that you would expect that 240 hertz refresh rate and the G-Sync to work well with?
Sure, so we think everybody's going to appreciate the speed and the performance, but ultimately, esports first-person shooters are really going to benefit.
Right. Well, of course, I have to ask, not just when is it available, but what type of cost are we talking?
Sure, so it'll be available in mid-July for under $400 for a 27-inch panel. So it expands our gaming lineup to 8 models. Yeah.
Because when you said 400, I mean, that's the 27-inch is the $400 model. Wow.
Yeah, so our gaming lineup will be expanded to 8 models, ranging from 24 all the way up to a 49-inch dual QHD. Check out samsung.com/gaming240 or see us in the back of the room for more info.
Yeah, that's right. For any of you in the audience, it's there. You can go there for it.
It is not 4K.
It's not 4K.
Not for that price point.
Well, I want to let you know that we have all sorts of great presentations and games coming up. Let's look at what's coming up in the PC Gaming Show.
Stay tuned for more announcements, trailers, and never-before-seen footage, including Gearbox answers burning questions about Borderlands 3, the next game from Clay Entertainment. Get ready to rip the galaxy a new wormhole in Valfaris, and more. And now the PC Gaming Show presents What's Next from Funcom.
Hello everyone, thanks for the warm applause. It's very exciting for all of us at Funcom to be here at the PC Gaming Show for the very first time ever. And naturally, we would like to show some of the cool stuff that we've been working on. So without further ado, here are some of the games coming for 2019.
Something strange is going on all across the zone. I don't fear nothing until now.
A lot's happened since you've been traveling, Khan. We could use your skills.
Stalkers got each other's backs, right? What happens to you happens to me.
Shockwave approaching.
have thought? My son, off to fly among the stars.
Please welcome to the stage, founder and director of Mighty Kingdom, Philip Mays.
So yeah, at Funcom we've been doing our own games for over 26 years now. But recently we had the great pleasure to be working with some other very talented developers and help them publish their games. And on that note, I'd like to introduce Phil Mays. He is founder of Mighty Kingdom, a studio out of Australia, who has been working with us on something a little different.
Thank you, Natasha. So on April 1st this year, we put out a little trailer for something called Conan Chop Chop. And considering the date, it was perhaps no surprise that people decided that that was an April Fool's joke. So yeah, we have a little surprise for you. Check this out.
Я прям к этому, к эксклюзиву какому-то. Что там было-то? Фанком. Создатели этого. Конана. Да. Опять что-то по Конану. Блять, да вы серьезно, что ли? Ну. Action. Конан, Чоп-Чоп, вы что, серьезно, что ли, а?
Conan Chop Chop, it's a roguelike action-adventure game. It's very real, and it's coming to PC, Xbox One,
Какой пазар, боже мой.
and Nintendo Switch on September the 3rd this year. It's 2019. We also have a playable version here at E3 at our demo room, so if you want to give stick figure Conan a try, then please don't hesitate to drop by. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Вышли, сказали, это roadmap game, и все, адьос. Надеюсь, вам понравится.
Post-apocalyptic future where the Earth has stopped rotating. The last humans need to outrun the blazing sun in massive open-world environments. Good times. But cheer up, sunshine. This is one of the most original-looking multiplayers we've seen, with interesting ideas underneath. A player-driven economy and some truly incredible death machines. Coming to early access on Steam on July 15th, let's take a trip to the last oasis.
My tribe built wooden legs to lift us over the burning sands. We must move forward or die beneath the sun.
Леоват. Это очередной выживач какой-то, на котором надо будет свои корабли эти поддерживать на ходу. Бля, походу да. Походу надо будет так. Last Oasis. Бля, это какой-то клон этого, клон цивилизации. Седьмоеровской. Age of Wonders, Planet Fall. Блять, слушайте, я вот не знаю, столько разработчиков игр оказывается, как и примерно как этих, как режиссеров, режиссеров и так далее, которые столько времени на это тратят.
Just give us the gist of what Age of Wonders Planetfall is all about.
Sure. Age of Wonders is a turn-based strategy game where you play as one of the survivors of a shattered galactic empire. At the start of the game, you choose or create your own faction.
Yeah.
They include the Vanguard Expeditionary Forces, who are in cryosleep.
А, это продолжение. Это парадокс.
Or the Amazon bioengineers who ride dinosaurs.
Лол, это парадокс.
You know, I want to ask, because there's a pretty broad range of 4X strategy games. To give a sense of what the gameplay is, I just want to start from the beginning of a game. What happens when you first land on the planet?
Well, each race has their own spaceship. The spaceship comes down onto the planet. The planet is where the entire game takes place. And that spaceship will then transform into your capital colony, where your entire empire begins, your sort of attempt to take over the world. Around you, you've got a number of sectors, and each of these sectors has a little story. Well, not most of them. So
это да, это я согласен. Мне еще очень нравится от них этот Surviving Mars. По этому чуваку сразу видно то, что он прям этот поглощен своей работой и проектом. Фанат собственной игры.
You know, I saw the expansive tech tree show up in the game briefly, and I know that growing resources and tech is a huge part of strategy games. How does that function?
Right, so part of these tech trees come from your origin race. They sort of represent the past of where you came from. They include new units, new modules for your units, like jetpacks for your troopers, orbital laser cannons you can launch from space, social doctrines, it's not all about war. And then the second part of your tech tree comes from your secret technology, and that's all about the future of your faction. So you can create like a combination between man and machine or man and computers. Others include doomsday technologies that allows you to infect the entire population with alien brain-eating parasites or win the game by splitting space-time.
I love how many details you're giving me of the horrors that await on the planet.
The future is not a pretty place.
Well, I want to ask about some of the combat that we saw, because in a lot of strategy games, the combat can be very brief. It just, you know, shows two armies pinging off each other. But
Новый код, в тестере нового кода плакали?
So when combat starts, you'll see, like on the world map, maybe like a little sort of space lab or something like that. When you go into combat, you will zoom all the way in, and you will be inside the lab. You'll see all the pipes and all of the goops flowing around. All of your units which you've been putting together and built are now deployed. In turn-based combat, you can move into cover, shoot laser cannons, bombs. Maybe you've got like a bunch of space. You've got like a bunch of space dwarves in little metal suits that dig holes in the ground, like shoot from the holes. Maybe you've chosen the Kirko, sort of horrible alien bug monsters. They run forwards and
Пиздец, чувака кроет.
That kind of thing.
I mean, how long do some of these battles wind up lasting?
It depends. A short battle can be maybe 2 or 3 minutes, but at the end of the game, you know, you've got a massive siege with like 20 units on your side, 20 units on their side. You've got orbital cannons blasting holes in the world.
Короче, это Age of, это какая-то вот эта игра, это нечто среднее между цивилизацией и XCOM, и, ну и пошаговой стратегией обыкновенной. 6 августа.
What's that URL?
It's aow-planetfall.com.
Well, I'm looking forward to it. It's less than 2 months away. Gentlemen, thanks so much for joining me up on the stage.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
All right.
Bye-bye, guys.
Thank you for sharing the horrors of the future. And for our next game, Frankie, I have to ask you, what year is it?
Why? The year is 1946, Sean, my dear boy. Europe lies in ruins, torn apart by the...
Она разговаривает с тем, кто у нее за спиной стоит. Через камеру.
But little do they know, the nightmare is far from over. Achtung! This is the world-exclusive reveal of the next shooter from the makers of Sniper Elite 4.
Ой. World Exclusive от создателей 4-го снайпер элита. Шутер очередной.
Rated M for mature.
Да я даже на Тони Старке не плакал, о чем ты говоришь. Да ладно, что, серьезно, что ли? Опять зомби-нацисты. Свежо. Ох, ну куда же мы без этих, без всеми нами любимых представителей экваториальной расы. Ясно, короче, снайпер элит против нацистских зомби. И азиатка. Ох, ё-моё. Скинхед, скинхед. Темненькая азиатка и мужик с перевязанной головой. У меня пулемет из этого. Из Вульфенштейна. Одноразовая мина. Электрическая, лол. Да-да-да.